So, 343 just announced, in addition to all the other updates we're getting with Season 4, they will also be making some pretty big updates to Forge come June 20th. First up, they're adding a water asset, which will allow map makers to place a scalable water asset. It's worth noting this asset is being listed as static, so I doubt it will have any added effects, but it is something Forge users have never had before, and 343 mentioned they will be expanding the water object with dynamic volume. We'll have to stay tuned for more details once map makers give the water asset a thorough testing to see what, if any, effects this actually brings to the gameplay, but it is a nice aesthetic addition. A smaller update comes in an expanded Forerunner object palette with new objects and decals to accentuate maps. We've already had some objects be tweaked to be Forerunner-like, but it is nice to have official assets, and the sleek Forerunner design looks very nice. Another small update, but no less useful, 343 is adding what they call a universal blocker, an asset that will block anything and everything. Having access to this blocker will help keep the map budget low and hopefully cause less strain on the system as opposed to stacking individual blockers like we have until now. Next up, 343 is introducing what they're calling Minigame Mode, which I'm actually very excited about. Essentially, 343 describes it as a blank slate where you can create and build game modes from scratch. Specifically, they're adding in assets that were previously only usable for certain modes, like the capture zone, and giving open access to these objects for free customization. For example, replacing a flag from CTF with a skull from Oddball. They're also simplifying how programming nodes work, which I won't get into the details of, but essentially making it easier to take these newly freed up objects and assign objectives to them. An example that 343 gave was if you wanted to take the Oddball and give yourself vampirism every time you hit someone, or replace the flag with a hill capture instead. So pretty cool stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what the game makers and map makers use to create brand new game modes and things that we probably have never seen before in Halo. Lastly, 343 is finally adding toggles to VFX effects like fire and lightning. You'll be able to scale these effects to whatever size you want, as well as turning off or adjusting the sound and damage of it. For example, most of the fire effects had a large radius for damaging your Spartan, so if you wanted to make, say, a hallway that's on fire, and you wanted to go through that hallway, well, you'd probably die before you're even getting halfway through it. Now you'll be able to make those adjustments as you see fit, and giving us a little more freedom to add those effects without having to worry about the damage or if it might interfere with sound that you wanted to play. 343 has also made numerous quality of life fixes, like an update to the budget, the way the budget is tracked. You can actually add version change notes. You can find a full or at least semi-full list of changes coming June 20th on Halo Waypoint. Anyway, that's all for now. Do let us know what you think about these updates in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.